Okay, guys, I think I found the solution to this Sprinter head unit install. I don't know if you saw my other videos. The links are down below. I guess it doesn't matter at this point, but sorry. What we got here is, I mentioned earlier, quick review. The faceplate is fine. It's thin. The problem is the way they designed this Dynavan 9 is they wanted that brain to hang off the back of the faceplate through these 4 screw holes in these brackets. If you can see the brackets on the side, they wanted it to hang off the faceplate. Now what's happening is, I mentioned, when the van is bouncing down the road, it kicks this out because of that cantilevered weight hanging off the back of this faceplate. So my trim ring, my dash piece here, the plastic, is kicking out down there by my palm and then vibrating. You know, it sounds like crap. So there's no way to hold it in there because you're missing some of the tabs to hold it in. So I've just figured out, I was going to cut up my old radio box I mentioned in another one, which maybe you guys can, I was going to cut that up and sink it in deep and then slide that in. But once you cut the face off of this, you lose a lot of its structure. So what I finally figured out, hopefully this will help you guys. Let me just put this faceplate down real quick. Okay. Is that I remounted these brackets, obviously, in this position. Normally it's 2 screw holes. There'll be another screw going in here, so that'll stiffen that up. And what I'm going to do is drill a hole, if you can see this. Now, this head unit is upside down right now, which doesn't matter, which I had it in upside down. And it's, you know, kind of, well, not, it's kind of backwards compared to how I guess it's the same. Yeah, this is how it would have been positioned if you screwed it to the back of that face. But if you can see down in the hole there, that white screw hole, that's one of the factory ones that held that plastic box that held your old stereo. So I'm going to screw a hole, or drill a hole in the tab there where the tiny little screw holes are. You know what I'm talking about here. Let me just get this. I'm going to drill a hole right about there to line up with that white screw hole behind it, that factory screw hole, the lower one. There's an upper and a lower. And it appears as though you can see the tab here. I'll drill a hole there and I'll go into this hole. It appears as though that's going to hold it just in the right position where I can shove the wires in behind it. And then this will actually rest down on the bottom there. If you see that, it'll rest down there and it'll be screwed into there. So I won't have as much, hopefully, bounce. And that, since this is mounted somewhat central to the unit, the forces will be kind of straight up and down and hopefully not cantilevering around and bouncing too much. So I think this is the solution. They're the factory brackets that came with it. I just rearranged them in this position. As I mentioned, the unit's upside down. You could probably do it right side up if you wanted. I just wanted the maximum height here because I'm going to put some insulation in there. I've been putting Thinsulate in behind things just to deaden more sound and keep things tight. But I think that's solution. And then obviously my ribbon cable will attach right to the faceplate and I should be in business. Now, getting rid of this hunk of metal hanging off the back of the faceplate should keep these tabs from popping out and vibrating. You can see how wimpy this stuff is, and the new faceplate, because of the large screen, has got a very thin little trim ring here because of the fact that you got to have that big screen in there. Oh, and the other little trick, I had to shave off these nubbies. If you guys are wondering why your thing won't fit back in, it's the screen is hitting these nubbies. There's 2 of them. So I'm actually going to cut those down a little further. I think they could still be annoying my placement of the system. So just keep those things in mind. These are kind of the things that I don't think the Dynavan folks knew about Sprinters. So hopefully this helps you guys with the Sprinter install. You want to get rid of this hunk of metal and get it structured into the cavity, not hanging on your faceplate or on the back of your screen. Hope that helps you guys. Appreciate any likes and subscribes. And as always, look down in the body of my video and to see other links and the products I used. And I'm also got a lot of videos on sound insulation and sound deadening. Hope that helps. Take care. Appreciate it. Take care.